Hey gorgeous, welcome to the Hormone Puzzle Podcast. I'm your host, Coach Kela Smith, CEO of the Hormone Puzzle Society, a woman's health hub for fertility, hormones, and the business of coaching, creator of the Hormone Puzzle Method, an infertility warrior, two-time boy mom, and women's health expert. This podcast is for women struggling with infertility, painful periods, terrible PMS, or really any symptom of hormone imbalance that they are ready to eliminate for good. Tune in weekly because we will be interviewing amazing experts in the field of women's health, breaking down those hormone walls, nerding out on nutrition, and having way too much fun. Whether you're just beginning your fertility journey or you've been struggling for years, we are going to finally help you put those pieces of your hormone puzzle back together so that you can get pregnant and eliminate those pesky symptoms for good. Are you ready? Thank you so much for tuning in. Now let's get started on your road to transformation. Hey gorgeous, welcome back to the show. I am so excited to have you here. Each week, we're going to talk to some amazing experts and really dive into topics all around fertility. So you're not going to want to miss a single show. If you haven't already, take a minute and hit that subscribe button. That will ensure that you never miss a single episode. So we'll take 1 second. We can wait. Hit that button and make sure you're all set. Also, I would be forever grateful if you would leave us a review on iTunes. This will help more people find this show, and it will allow us to help even more women on their journeys with fertility and hormones. And this is how iTunes decide who is shown what. So this way you can do your part to help the infertility community, and it would make me so very excited. So thank you. I would be forever grateful if you would do that for me. Thanks, gorgeous. And now let's get on with the show. Today's episode was taken from a free Coaching Friday Facebook Live. If you're interested in joining our group, please find us on Facebook at Hormone Puzzle. Hi guys, I'm Coach Kela, and for those of you who don't know me, I am a health and wellness coach. I help women who are struggling with infertility get pregnant naturally through a method I created called the Hormone Puzzle Method. It's what I use to get myself pregnant naturally, and it's what I use with all my clients all over the world. I also help women with balancing their hormones and learning how to use cycle syncing so that you can utilize your hormones to work with you instead of against you, so that you can optimize your health, your body, and your life. So today we're talking about cycle syncing, and this is a 4-part series that I'm going to be doing on this channel, and it's all about just what I said, using your hormones to balance your cycle and to balance your body so that your body is working with you instead of against you, so that you are excelling in health and business and relationships and in every part of your life. So this week is all about that menstruation phase. So this is day 1 through 5 of your cycle. Most women are going to be about on a 28-day to 30-day cycle. Some women could go all the way up to 35, but for the purpose of this series, we're talking about a 28-day cycle. So menstruation would be day 1 through 5. This is when you are on your period. And, really learning how to do this can be a game changer when it comes to optimizing your life. 90% of women struggle with painful PMS. They have bloating, they have cramping, they have fatigue, and really, these are symptoms in your body that something is off. So if you can learn how to heal your body from within, so that you are alleviating some of these symptoms, they will start to go away and you can start to look forward to this time of the month instead of dreading it. So, your body and your hormones are meant to, your body, all the hormones in your body's endocrine system is meant to really optimize these hormones. You want to allow your body to come into homeostasis, which is balancing out of all these hormones. So, like I was saying earlier, learning how to do this is really a game changer when it comes to feeling your best. And, so many things influence you making your hormones. So, what you eat and what activities you do, how your hormones fluctuate throughout the month are really going to, once you can get all this to balance out, like I said, you're going to be feeling and looking your best. And you're going to optimize your fertility if you're trying to get pregnant. So some examples of how food really affects things. So, looking at amino acids, your body needs amino acids to make hormones. These are actually the building blocks for hormones. And, if you can give your body good, healthy protein, you're going to help yourself to make these hormones. You also can look at how vitamin C affects things. So vitamin C in foods like dark leafy greens or citrus foods or parsley. This is going to help your body's ability to make cortisol, which is how you manage stress. Also, foods that are naturally detoxing to your body are going to help kind of remove excess hormones. So you want to make sure you don't have too many hormones surging through your body. And then also, just balancing out your blood sugar. If you can balance your blood sugar, you're going to have more energy. You're going to have, you're going to feel better and your mood's going to be stabilized. So those are just some examples of how food can really affect things when you look at syncing your cycle. And I always start my clients on balanced nutrition. So that's going to be kind of like your building block, your baseline for everything. So balanced nutrition, things like, eating good quality meats, lean protein, protein can be animal or fats, as well as lots of leafy greens, lots of fiber. So just having that base is where you want to start. You also want to look at eating foods that are organic. If you're eating off of the Dirty Dozen or, just making sure you at least know what that is and eating at least those dozen foods organic if you can't afford to eat all organic. So that's going to be your baseline. And then throughout the month, you're going to want to add in certain foods that are going to benefit you based on where you're at in your cycle. And that's what we're talking about today. So menstruation phase, like I said before, is day 1 through 5. You also, during this phase, your hormones are going to be down. So you're probably going to be low energy. So doing things that are going to support your body and really focus on you. This is a great time for self-care. So making sure you're really kind of channeling that energy and focusing on you. This time of the month for food, it's all about warming foods, soups and stews and anything that's going to be really warming to your body. You want to be eating that. You also lose a lot of minerals during this time of the month because you are menstruating, you're bleeding, and so especially iodine and iron, those are two really important minerals that your body needs and that you're low in during this time. So I like to eat sea vegetables, so things like kelp. And kelp has a very strong flavor, so it doesn't taste that great, but it's very calming once you do eat it. So what I like to do is I just roast a pan of kelp, and it's super salty, so you just need a couple bites. But immediately when I eat that, I feel like this calming sensation come over me. So I know that it's good for me, so I'm going to suck it up and eat a couple bites. Some other things that you need during this time of the month are, you're wanting to boost your mood because you might be feeling a little down. Some great ways to do that is by eating fat. So good healthy fats like avocados or fatty fish is going to help with that, as well as eating root vegetables. Root vegetables are really high in vitamin A, so this is going to help with naturally detoxing your body. Another thing that I like to do is, I'll eat beets or watermelon. This is good at really getting that blood flowing and helping it to move through your body so it doesn't get stagnant. You also want to stay away from anything cold. Like I said before, you want to think warming, soothing, nurturing type of foods. For exercise, your senses are on high alert this time of the month. So you really want to look at doing things that are more relaxing and restorative. So you want to think about doing, yoga, meditation, stretching. If you are a runner, you can continue to run. Whenever you run, your body releases endorphins. And so this is a natural pain reliever. So if you're currently a runner, you definitely want to keep doing that during your cycle. If you're not a runner, this is not a great time to start a new program, to start running. Because your energy is low, you want to really give your body what it needs and focus there. For business, this time of the month is all about planning and thinking about what you want to do. You're not going to implement anything. This is really just about kind of, okay, this is what I want. This is kind of what my thoughts are. You're very creative this time of the month. You're very in tune with your body. So you really want to kind of get those creative juices flowing and think, okay, I want to ask for a raise next month, or I want to, do this big project, or, if you're an entrepreneur, you might start thinking, okay, these are going to be my book title. These are going to be my blog posts, all of these things that you need to do. So you really want to start thinking about that. Don't implement anything right now. Just start thinking like these are what I want to do throughout the month, and really tap into that creative energy. For clothing, you are really sensitive this time of the month, so you really want to look at, nothing scratchy, nothing tight. You want to really focus on, soft, comfortable clothes, things that you really feel good in, things that you can kind of like lounge around in and be super comfortable. This is a great time of the month for bonding. So, back in the old days, they used to have something called red tents. And in these red tents, everybody from the village, all the women that were menstruating would come, and they would be in these red tents and just be together and just bond and, talk and love on each other. So have your own version of a red tent and bring your girlfriends together, get in your comfy clothes, watch a chick flick, love on each other, and just be together and really support yourself and what you're needing during your menstruation week. And this is all about that follicular phase. So this is the phase that is day 6 through 14 of your cycle, if you're on a 28-day cycle. And this is the time of the month when your body is preparing for ovulation. So your energy is starting to go back up. Your hormones are starting to rise as you prepare for that ovulation. So this time of the month is all about light and fresh and spring. So think of it as like it's springtime. It's light and fresh and everything's new again. This time of the month is great for eating lots of salads, lots of fresh vegetables. As those hormones start to rise, you want to make sure that you're giving your body all the nutrition that it needs. And you also want to make sure that you're eating a good probiotic. Your gut health is very important this time of the month. So as these hormones are rising, you want to help your liver to process them. So having a good probiotic is really important. So things like kefir or bean sprouts, broccoli sprouts, kimchi, that's going to help move those hormones out of your body. For exercise, this is a great time of the month to try a new activity or workout program. You are going to feel on top of your game. So definitely, try something new. Maybe you're going to try a spin class or a boot camp that you've been wanting to try. So this time of the month is definitely a great time to do that. Your willpower is really strong, so starting a new diet or doing something new in your life is going to be very beneficial for you. You also, during your business during this time, you want to think about, it's all about planning and strategy. So, doing things that are going to get you planning. I plan my entire month during my follicular phase because I know this time of the month I have the willpower to sit down and do it. So I sit there and I plan out, what are my workouts going to look like? When are my big presentations going to be? When am I going to be filming my webinars? When am I going to be traveling? So everything gets planned and strategized during my follicular phase. So it's a really good time of the month to kind of get it all out there, all out on paper. Like, this is what my month looks like. This is what I'm planning. And so that's a great time of the month to do this as your hormones start to rise. Some other great foods for this time of the month would be, anything that's cold. So cold, nutrient-rich foods, fresh juices, raw veggies, lean proteins. So anything that is fresh and light is going to be wonderful this time of the month. You also want to focus on your L vitamins, and those are going to help you to increase your energy and help with feelings of restlessness. So let me just make sure I didn't forget anything. This is also a great time of the month to update your resume. You might want to reach out to 2 to 3 people that you're thinking about working with and just kind of get a plan together. If you want to go for a job interview or if you're thinking about a new position, this is a great time to strategize that. So that is it for this follicular phase. Hey y'all, it's Coach Kela here. I hope you are loving this episode as much as I am. We will be back in just a minute, but first, a word from our sponsors. Hey girl, hey! I am so freaking excited to share my latest project with you. Hormone Puzzle merchandise and products I love. The most comfortable tees, the warmest hoodies, the perfect size coffee mugs, and more. All laced with your favorite fertility and hormone sayings, as well as some of my favorite fertility and women's health products from some of the most trusted brands. And because you're listening to the show, you're going to receive a massive discount on these products. To learn more or to purchase, visit coachkela.com/products. I can't wait to see you repping our society today. Utilize your hormones and sync your cycle so that you are balanced and your body's working with you instead of against you, and you are just killing it in life and in health. So today is all about that ovulation phase. So this is the phase, one of my favorites. It's phase day 15 through 17, and this is the time of the month when you can get pregnant. So if you're trying to get pregnant, you definitely want to be having sex this time of the month. If you're not trying to get pregnant, then abstain this time of the month because you are the most fertile during ovulation. So your hormones are starting to surge this month. So you really want to be eating foods that are going to be supporting this surge. So this time of the month is all about nutrient-dense, fresh foods. So lots of raw juices and lots of fruits and vegetables, lots of fiber. Because these hormones are surging, you want to give your body the fiber that it needs so that the fiber will bind to the hormones and help you to release them from your body. So you definitely want to be eating foods that are high in fiber, quinoa, different vegetables, brown rice, things like that. You can feel very overwhelmed at times if you are, when your hormones are surging. So make sure that you're channeling this energy and this surge of hormones. So a great way to do that is through your exercise. And my favorite exercises this time of the month are, your HIIT workouts or your boot camps or your spin classes, anything that is like really high intense and really difficult. You're going to want to do that this time of the month. So business, you are on point this time of the month. So your communication skills are really high. You're really charismatic. You're very charming. You're very persuasive. So your business activities this month should be your presentations. If you're an entrepreneur, this would be like your webinars or your discovery calls. If you work in an office, this will be a great time to ask for a raise or to, if you're in the market for a new job, to go for that new job. You're just on fire during your ovulation phase. Your cheeks are rosy and you have this glow to you and this swagger. So definitely tap into that and use that to your advantage. Sometimes if you are estrogen dominant, the surge of estrogen can cause a problem in your body. So you really want to help your body with natural detox. And a really good way to do that is to drink warm lemon water. I like to drink warm lemon water every day because it's really good at flushing your system and getting toxins out and helping with elimination. But if you can only do it certain times of the month, definitely do it during your ovulation phase, because this is when it's going to be most beneficial to help you eliminate some of those hormones that are in your body. So let me make sure I didn't forget anything with the ovulation phase. Again, you're going to be so charming and charismatic this time of the month. So really use that for your advantage and just know that you're on fire, girl, and you can do anything you want this time of the month. The luteal phase, so this phase is super exciting. This is day 18 through 28 of your cycle. So the last 2 weeks and the week before your period. So this phase is actually broken up into 2 different parts. So the first part, week 1, so this is 2 weeks before your period. So this is going to be the week where, your hormones are still surging. They're starting to come down, but they're still pretty high. So you still have lots of energy. You still are feeling pretty charismatic and pretty on top of the world. As those hormones start to come down, this is when you'll start to enter your PMS week. So a lot of times, you can look at this and see what your symptoms are. And if you've taken care of yourself all month, then this time of the month, you won't have any PMS symptoms. But if you have not, this is when PMS starts to show up. So the cramping and the bloating and the headaches and the foggy brain. So you really want to look at syncing your cycle throughout the month so this PMS does not start to show up. So this time of the month is all about detoxing those hormones out of your body so that you can help with your body's natural detox. So one way that I love to do this is through my detox juice. This actually helps to flush out all your tissues, and so it helps to kind of release those hormones and flush your tissues out. So it is a wonderful recipe, and you can get on Pinterest and look for detox juices, but mine is pretty much loaded with fruits and veggies, and it helps you to flush out those extra hormones. So if you'll give me a second, I'll tell you what's in it. It's a beet, a carrot, a green apple, 2 celery stalks, a bunch of kale, some cucumber, 1 cucumber, a bunch of cilantro, and a lemon. And you just juice all of that and drink immediately. And this thing is so amazing. It flushes out those tissues and just makes you feel great. So that is my detox juice. And as I was saying earlier, how you take care of yourself all month is really going to be reflected into your luteal phase. So pay attention to that. And if you notice a lot of PMS symptoms are coming up, then really course correct for the next month and try to start eating some of these cycle syncing foods, and that will make your hormones balance and it'll make this PMS go away. This time of the month in business is all about If you have a big project that you need to complete, this is a great time to do this because you still have enough energy to do it, but you also have focus. You're starting to come down as your progesterone goes up in plans for either pregnancy or not. Then that's when you start to get this kind of calming, relaxing. Your energy might start to go down. So you really want to be supporting your body in what it needs during that. So this time is really great for doing a big project. So you're going to be really focused and you still have the energy to complete that. The other thing with this phase is this is your nesting time. So other times of the month, you might not have noticed dirt. You might notice your refrigerator, every little speck of dirt. You might get in your car and be like, oh my gosh, this thing is so dirty. When other times of the month, it wouldn't have bothered you at all. This time of the month, it really makes you think, what's going on here. So, the best form of self-care that you can do for yourself is just to really honor where you're at. This is a great time of the month for a house cleaner or to go get your car detailed, really giving that to yourself. And, if you have the energy to do it yourself, you can. But I would say if you want it done, but you don't feel like doing it, then just hiring that out. For exercise this time of the month, you can just really think about where you're at. Do I have the energy to go and do a hard exercise, or do I need to take it easy because I am starting to feel more tired because that progesterone is going up? So really honoring where you're at in your cycle, what symptoms of PMS you're feeling. Do I feel like working out or not? And if you do, great, go for it. If not, give yourself a break. The worst thing that you can do for your overall health and for your fitness is to push against something that you don't want to do. So if your body and your mind is saying, I'm too tired, I don't want to do this today, I don't feel like it, I need a break. If you push against that, you're going to cause your stress hormone to go up, and it's going to cause you to hold on to weight or to gain weight. Whereas if you just say, okay, you recognize that I don't want to work out today, or maybe I want to do something that's less intense, honor that instead of pushing against it. And overall, your health and your fitness will improve, and you'll have overall wellness. So not pushing against yourself is really important. And let me see if I forgot everything. So, really this time of the month is a great time to check in with yourself, to really look and say, okay, do I have any symptoms of PMS? Is what I'm currently eating throughout the month working for me? Is my exercise program currently working for me? Am I practicing self-care the way that I should? So this is a great time of the month for reflection and just really thinking about, okay, what am I experiencing and how can I heal my body from within so that I can alleviate these symptoms and I can be healthier and happier and have better wellness. A great way to remove some excess hormones are doing anything that makes you sweat. So if you're wanting to get some of the hormones that are in your body out, the worst thing that you can do is recycle hormones. So if you don't do something that's going to help you to naturally detox or to sweat these hormones out, they can go back into your body, which can cause all kinds of issues. So you definitely want to have regulated, balanced hormones that are turning over regularly. So a great thing to do to get these hormones out is to do anything that makes you sweat. So think hot yoga, or real hardcore cardio, or a sauna, or a hot tub, a steam bath. Even sitting in a bathtub of Epsom salts will pull these excess hormones out, pull the toxins out, and help you to detox naturally. So trying to do some of those things, you'll know that you have excess hormones in your body is if you're experiencing these PMS symptoms. So if you start to have bloating is a telltale sign that you have excess hormones that are in your body. Cramping, headaches, foggy brain, acne. Acne is another telltale sign that toxins are coming out onto your face and they need to be expelled. They need to be released. So really paying attention to that and doing things that are going to promote detox and hormone balancing. And some other foods that can help balance out your hormones and benefit your body during this time of the month are magnesium. Magnesium is great for breast tenderness or cramping. It's also ashwagandha is a great supplement for just making you feel calm. So that's another great one. A really fun way to get some magnesium into your life is through dark chocolate. So this is a great excuse to have some chocolate, really enjoy it, and love it. So that's all on the luteal phase. I hope you enjoy cycle syncing. Hey, hang on just 1 second before you go. I want to make sure that you are aware of all of the amazing free resources that I have for you on my website at CoachKela.com. From a fertility meal plan, a cycle syncing quick start guide, a holistic healing cookbook, as well as master classes, blog posts by me and some amazing experts in the fields of fertility, hormones, and nutrition. So many wonderful resources that will help you on your journey. And I wish there had been something like this when I was going through my 2 years of infertility, but there just wasn't. And so that's why I decided to create all of this for you. So make sure that you go and check it out and you take advantage of this plethora of support that I have provided for you. And spoiler alert, these were some of the same tricks and the same foods that I used to get myself pregnant, not once, but twice, even after my doctors said that I couldn't. So I know that these things work. Make sure you take advantage of that. And I cannot wait for you to be my next success story. So thanks, love. See you soon. Thanks for tuning in today to the Hormone Puzzle Podcast. Check out the show notes for today's episode at CoachKela.com. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and leave a review. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next week.